That's what we do here. We crush dreams.
Okay. What the fuck are we doing now?
Once a
Nothing.
MILF,
Nothing at
always
all.
a MILF, okay?
Our brains are melted. Welcome to the Operation STRIX podcast. I'm your host, Crow. Joining me today, as always, are Roski Draftsman
Hello, everyone.
and Cool Blue Rays.
Hello.
And also joining us for the first time, the infamous and legendary Dancing Pineapples.
Hello.
And also Sid.
Hey,
Why's your thing not moving?
I don't know.
Why is it not moving?
I'm encrypted.
Oh, now it's okay. Now it's moving. Okay, never mind.
Oh.
I'm keeping all of this. I'm not even gonna bother with it.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still working out the kinks here, but Pines and Sid are here to help us talk about Chapter 79. For all intents and purposes, it was a very good chapter. We just don't know what to talk about because
What you make of it?
what to make. I mean, it was a great chapter. It was everything that we've been wanting for like. What was it? What did we say? Like 275 days since the last TwiYor chapter or something?
Oh my god.
234.
234. Were we actually keeping track on that, or did we just?
I
No,
don't
but
know.
I made
There's
that
a
number
Twitter
up.
account.
I made it up.
Wait,
That's
who-
fair.
but
Sounds right.
I think they recently mentioned that we got like over 6 months. An actual account that keeps track of that shit. Says like, we.
Oh, really?
Oh my God.
Where was that, on Tumblr or Twitter?
I think it was on Twitter, but
Oh my god.
It was
Oh
like-
wait,
Wait,
there is a Twitter account called @TwiYor is not dead.
Yes, that's what I was talking
Please
about.
send me the link. I will put it in the description below.
Guys, I wasn't off. It was 222 days, and I
Pines,
was
you are
Whoa!
so freaky with numbers. How are you good at that?
Pines is so smart. Oh my god.
She's our resident detective on the server, so this doesn't surprise me actually. Okay, yeah, so 6 months, 220 something days since we had a TwiYor chapter.
Good God.
Yeah, I know. And like I know the point of the story isn't TwiYor, but you kind of feel like that's a big part of it because you know they're married, quote unquote. So like you kind of want to see it, and then we didn't see them for like 5 months during the last
like, yeah,
arc. So
like we barely
Whew.
see any of them. Like not even as a couple, just them. It was
yeah, in the same room together half the time. Like which is really sad. But okay, so all right, guys, what happened in this chapter? Anybody want to summarize for me and the audience?
Well, the basic summary is that Yor and her coworkers went to essentially a girls' night. They had a dinner, and Yor got
Girls'
smashed.
night.
Yeah,
Happy
Yor got-
hour.
Oh, okay, that's one thing I do want to talk about, and I don't even think we talked about it in the server. But okay, what kind of overtime are they making these people do? Because it was like 5 o'clock that the shift ended, and then like they don't get out to like 7:45 or
Oh
something
my
like that.
god.
I'm like, what the
dead.
fuck do y'all have to do at City Hall? Like all 5 of you or 4 of you?
Yo, at least I
mean-
hope they're getting overtime pay.
Yeah,
This is
that's
the 60, so probably not.
They probably wouldn't, but
Yeah.
like that's usual animator overtime. So
So yeah, they go to the restaurant, and who was it that invited Yor? Was it Sharon?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sharon.
Yes.
Sharon,
And have we, Blue? Wasn't it you who were talking about like you wish Sharon was just like more of a friend to Yor because it's like
Well,
they have
yeah.
the most in common. Like
Yeah, they're both married. They have a young kid, and they literally both are going to Eden. So I'm happy to see that Sharon, despite being the one who's like kind of in the back and quiet and very kind of cold in her own way, like
Oh, yeah,
it's
she's
nice
a
to see
bitch,
that
but
she
I
was
like
the
her.
one who extended the invitation
mean-
and even asked her like, "How's your daughter doing?"
right.
because she's the one who told her last time.
True.
Was
So
it Sharon that like told Yor about what was going on with the hijacking and stuff? That mentioned that. Like,
Yes, I think she called.
Yeah,
Yor.
I think she told Yor that this field trip got canceled.
Yeah,
And
that's
that's when Yor started freaking out.
yeah. So and I always thought that like I said they have or like you were saying they have the most in common. So I'm glad Sharon is finally like giving her a lifeline and like, oh, you can come with us. Even though like, okay, I'm pretty sure Camilla would have been cool with her coming anyway, but she just had to be a bitch, just like she's Camilla.
I mean,
But-
tsundere
that's so
behavior.
Camilla.
Very Cinderella behavior.
Love
I
her.
don't even
I
think
love her.
she is. She's great.
I think
I
she's
hate
kind
her,
of
but I
gotten
love
over
her.
that because she's like, "Oh, you're my angel, Yor." So grateful
Yeah.
to have help for overtime work.
I mean, I would too. I'd be like, I'll
I
buy
mean,
you
who
whatever the
wouldn't?
fuck you want if you get me out of here on time. But so yeah, the return of Drunk Yor. Thank God, because I don't think we've seen it in a while.
I
Yeah.
missed it.
Yeah, it's fun because it's like somebody was talking about how like Yor isn't super innocent as everyone thinks she is. Like we saw in
yeah,
the chapter.
yeah.
So
Mhm.
like, but she doesn't talk about it unless she's drunk. And like most of the time when she's not drunk, she is kind of like a wet blanket where like, I mean,
No.
she gets very flustered. She's like, she can't even speak words about kissing, let alone anything else.
right. Yeah.
I want to point out a cute detail I noticed was that the other ladies are wearing like different outfits, and Yor, I think, is the only one who's still kind of wearing her office shirt and skirt because I'm assuming she doesn't really have outgoing clothes after work. She just goes home in her like work uniform.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thought, I was like, oh, well, maybe she'll start dressing up a little bit more when she goes out from now on to hang out with her lady friends.
That's just a matter. I mean, I think she does, but this is just a matter of painting her as the fish out of water in the situation. Because we do know she has a lot of spare clothes. You have an entire illustration dedicated to that. But this is just like a characterization thing of, oh, I didn't think this through. I'm just gonna go with my office uniform because I'm not used to go out with the girls.
And like I guess since we're bringing it up now, like I do wish Lloyd gets all of the outfits. Like I don't think we've seen Yor in pretty much anything except maybe like a sweater or something like that. But
She wears her
And a
coat
couple
all the time.
dresses.
yeah, she just wears her coat. I don't know.
We don't really see
Oh,
what
she
she's wearing
definitely-
underneath.
She definitely had more outfits in the beginning.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
And like I don't know, maybe this is just a choice on Edna's part at this point. But I'm like, I don't know, like Roski was saying, like she's got all these outfits and like we've seen them before, but like I don't know, Edna just doesn't want to draw them, which is like, come on, man, just put Yor in something pretty. Like that's all we're asking. But whatever.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be that hard. You're already putting the other characters in different outfits. So, what's the deal?
Yeah.
Okay, but guys, we did get Yor in volleyball uniform, so can we really complain?
We can, Pines. That's all we do on this podcast.
What about other sports outfits? Like, come on.
Yeah.
What are we talking here? Basketball Yor?
Soccer
Yeah.
Yor? Or
Wearing the
football
dunks.
Yor?
Tennis?
Tennis
Come
Yor.
on.
Oh, we did
Matching
get
we,
tennis.
TwiYor.
have we have seen tennis Yor, but
Yeah.
Well, not like in a cute sporty outfit.
Yeah, like
no,
Oh, she
I
had a
know.
sweater, that's
no,
right.
Yeah.
she no the illustration and the rules
That
for-
doesn't count.
That doesn't count.
We
No.
need it in the manga canonically.
Right.
Oh yeah, I would like that, but but yeah, but the thing is that I do think that she goes for the practicality because she isn't used to have friends. So
Well, hopefully that'll change with Melinda. And
yeah,
like,
I hope that as well.
yeah, and I definitely want to see Blue's headcanon play out that Camilla and Melinda are just gonna out bitch each other.
I really
It's like
want
the ultimate
that.
bitch off.
I really, really want that.
I'm sorry. I'm putting my money on Camilla.
Camilla
me
would
too.
totally own her.
Yeah,
She-
But I don't
Yeah,
know, like Melinda's got crazy girl vibes too, so like
so
she'll probably play dirty.
it's the bad bitch
Probably
versus the crazy bitch again.
Well, Camilla's a superior bitch, so
She is.
she
And
just made.
she's got it even better because you know why? She has a loving boyfriend. What does
That's
Melinda
true.
have? She's got an ottoman.
Well,
She's
I
got
don't know.
an
Camilla's
owl.
got a lot
Sucks
to
for
say.
her.
Camille's got a lot to say about Dominic in this one because, like, that's all the girls are doing, is just bitching about their men, and which is like, it's funny. Don't get me wrong, I love it, but it's just like, I don't think Camilla has any right to complain about Dominic because he's way too good for her.
For real though.
Well,
How did
usually
she
a bitch
snag
like that
him?
probably wouldn't know any better to realize that he's actually too good for her.
Right? Yeah, poor the man's a puppy. God bless him.
Yeah, I mean,
Himbo energy.
if he's
Himbo
happy,
energy.
Yeah.
if he's happy,
There's
she's
a
gonna
lot of
complain.
himbos in Spy Family.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I love it.
What if we, she did say that she wished he was more cutthroat. What if this is hinting at SSS Dominic?
Oh my god! No,
Oh
shut
my
up.
What?
Are we still on that theory? I don't think that's what Dominic does. I think he's just an office worker.
I mean,
I'm
he
bringing
looks
it back.
just like
So
a guy.
we know. So we...
I mean, he just looks like a guy.
He
If
does. He looks like a
He
child.
looked like a man.
no,
He's just a guy.
I think we will know if he actually was part of it.
How does Yuri know Dominic then?
They're
Yeah.
I've been
They're like
wondering
neighbors.
that this whole time.
they work together, and they're neighbors. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, not
No,
Yeah.
but it
Together.
sounds like Dominic has known Yuri and by extension Yor for like a long time, and we know Yuri is only 20, and he's only been working for at least a few years.
Yeah.
Well, because they
Yeah.
worked together at the State Department before Yuri became SSS. So, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know the specifics on that.
Maybe
That
he
would be
was an errand
interesting,
boy. Maybe Yuri was an errand boy, yeah, and Dominic was already working in the state office, so.
Oh my god, if Dominic's in the State Department or office or whatever, does that mean he sees Sylvia?
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, that's interesting.
Interesting. Oh, okay. Because
Oh.
Yuri's cover is that he's State Department. So maybe all three of them are, like, working out of the same building.
Oh my god, and don't even know each other. Well, no,
Oh.
Sylvia knows about Yuri, but maybe not Dominic. I don't know.
No, she doesn't know about Yuri.
I thought she did. Did
She
she?
doesn't know
I
he's
think she did.
SSS. No.
No, I thought Lloyd told her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think.
Oh, right.
Yeah, yeah,
Why
right.
wouldn't he?
Why exactly? He's a potential threat. She should be informed. So, but the thing is, they do not know each other personally. Like, it will be funny if they interacted and see
Oh my
Sylvia
God.
chew on him for,
Are we gonna get a Sylvia Yuri chapter?
Wait, do you guys remember
Oh my
our
God.
Sylvia Yuri face?
Yeah.
Wait, what? Well,
Wait,
I
what?
don't. When did this happen?
I like recommended Roski should draw something. And send
Oh,
it.
right, yeah, right. I remember.
Yeah, it
remember
wasn't
now.
like anything explicit. It was like just flirty. Yeah, that was it.
I need a
Oh
wink.
my god.
For purposes.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I think we just were so shocked by seeing TwiYor in a chapter. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Virality is
I
real.
think-
Well, it was Tari who was saying that, like, Endo just, like, checked off all of our boxes with this chapter. Like, all right, we got Yor hanging with the girls. All right, we got drunk Yor. We've got Yor drunk fantasizing about killing Lloyd, and the two standing off in a badass spread that, like, is super just like a smack to the not a smack to the face, but it's just kind of like, haha, this is what you could be having, but no, we're just
It was so good. It was so good.
yeah, so slow burn. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Did you see someone already colored it in?
Somebody
Yeah.
already colored it
Yes.
in.
Really?
Yes, I was like, y'all move fast.
It's been like 2 hours.
I know,
crap.
people
I mean,
are working.
To cover a panel is
It's
not that hard.
Sunday. It's the Lord's Day. You don't need
A panel is not that hard.
It's the
you
Lord.
know-
Don't
the program.
underestimate the TwiYor shippers, okay?
I don't. I know them very well because I am one of them.
I'm sorry,
I mean-
TwiYor.
TwiYor.
Sorry, we've been calling it TwiYor this whole time.
Twor? Wait, what did you call it?
Sid called it TwiYor?
TwiYor?
I was
TwiYor, yeah, that makes
like,
sense.
TwiYor?
I always call it lawyer because it sounds like a lawyer. So I'm like, I just like
That's funny.
right?
But tis.
Wow, so smart, so funny.
Well, okay, Luna came up with that, so you can bring that up to her, Blue.
Okay. We're just in complete chaos right now.
Yeah,
I-
well, I mean,
yes.
like, I knew that it was gonna happen because there's nothing like to talk about. Like, there's a lot of things we could gush about. Like I was saying,
Well,
the
yeah.
spread looks awesome.
We could talk a little bit about the mini chapter we got last time.
Can we?
Because
Should we?
I don't know. It was just little and cute. At least it had a fun illustration.
It was super
Oh
cute.
yeah, the illustration.
I did like the illustration. I hated Lloyd in the illustration though.
Oh my
I was
Yeah.
like, dude, just shut up. Just
If
it's an
they
alien.
speak alien, I'm sure I can decipher it. What does that mean?
You're a fucking linguist now? Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Apparently, yes.
Apparently, I mean, he's Lloyd. He can bullshit abilities when he needs.
This is true. Yeah.
Plus, you have to admit, they look like Bond looks really cute in his little
he
spacesuit.
Also, I don't understand what y'all were talking about with the hands thing. Like, he has normal hands. They're not people
Paws?
hands.
They're paws.
Yeah, the paws. People are like, "Oh my god, it looks like a person's hands." I'm like, "No, it doesn't. It just looks like paws."
Are we talking about Bond or Lloyd?
Bond.
Bond!
Yeah, someone
What?
was like, "He has human hands." I'm like, "No, he doesn't." I'm looking at it right now.
People are overanalyzing it. It's just
I mean, we got 3 pages. They had to find something to talk about.
that's
well,
very
to
fair.
be fair, the Damie Anya shippers were really interested with, I guess, Ewan and Anya actually being buds about, oh, look at the cool space stuff.
Yeah.
love it.
Like, I don't know, gushing about it. And then they're like, oh, material? And I'm just...
I mean,
I don't know. I think they
more
just thought it was
friends.
like, well, they thought like jealous Damien was cute because he's like, when I become a politician, everyone can go to trips on the moon. Very cute.
To Major Tom, you really made the grade.
Roski randomly singing in the middle of stuff. Is the funniest.
Yes. Yeah, y'all will get used to that. We'll just be talking around.
Love
Roski will
Roski
think
just
of
busts
song
into
lyrics
song.
and start singing.
No, I mean, this is a David Bowie one. So,
Yeah, it was like the Space Odyssey.
yeah, Space Oddity. So,
Falling
I'm
faster.
singing a pink
Sorry, I can't stop.
far above the world.
Anyway, yeah, no, the past couple of chapters have just been nothing but shipping material, apparently, which is like, I don't know, maybe Endo's listening to his fandom more than this one.
Yeah, I mean,
That
I
comes.
think he's entering crowd pleaser state at this moment.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, I really
mean-
like how he drew Lloyd in like that a zoom in spread of Yor with the butter knife. He looks really good in that.
That's what I'm saying. Like the spread, like everything was good in this chapter.
The artwork was nice, really.
Yeah.
I'm frothing at the mouth today. Like a rabid animal over these panels. I love
sorry.
Endo's drawing like
But just
style.
like you're holding the butter knife is just so funny to me.
Yeah, that's meant to be. That is
I also
darn-
love her. I love Drunk Yours logic, like every time. And it's like
I have
she
to
goes
kill
to-
my husband to be normal?
he's like, so your shopkeeper's like, you're asking me for permission to kill your husband
I want
for
to
the sake of preserving your
serving
marriage.
your
She's like,
marriage.
yeah, okay, go for it. Okay.
I know, for a second I thought, wait, is this it for real?
Yeah, I did too.
I was like, what
like,
the
we
hell
moving
is
this
going
fast?
on with the people in Guardian? Are they all just fucking skewed off their... do they just think this is normal because they just murder for a living? Like, I
mean,
don't know
what
what
are
to
they-
make of it.
Well, I love the idea of shopkeeper just being her gay best friend and just like, yeah, fucking kill him. I don't care.
Wait,
Slay, bestie.
literally slay queen.
Oh, I want my Your
Uh,
Edition butter knife
For real.
to murder people with.
And then, but we did get a little character development. The girls like hanging out with Yor, which is really nice to see. I'm glad 80 chapters in, we're finally seeing some,
Yeah,
actual
oh my
growth
God.
with these people. But yeah,
They call her so adorable, and I think that's so adorable.
it's
I like it. I like
I'm
to
glad
see
they're
that
seeing
they...
it.
I mean, I
Yes.
like that they're like, oh, she's not. They don't think she's weird or annoying. They think like, oh, she's so silly and kind of pure or something like that.
Yeah.
But just saying like, oh, she gets embarrassed pretty easily. Like she knows what we're talking about, but she gets embarrassed about it, flustered.
Yeah.
And I think that's cute. Yeah.
Yeah, she's that one friend that like they can poke fun at, but not get too malicious with, and then it's just like, yeah, I like their
Yeah.
dynamic now as opposed to earlier, obviously, where they're
Yeah.
just like the butt of the joke.
Literally.
Yeah.
79
But I
chapters
guess
later.
I guess in a sense because it clarifies what the actual deal was. Because I mean they were being quite bitchy at the beginning. Let's not lie about it. But
Yeah.
the thing is, this chapter establishes that it's Yor who tried to distance herself from them, and is now
Yeah.
trying to be more open. So it's not like they were just trying to be malicious. Like, oh,
Mm-hmm.
we don't know how to deal with her because she pushes us away. So now that we are thinking here, like, wow, well,
She's
She's
actually
cute.
cool.
she's actually cool. She's actually cute.
Yeah. No, and that's good too. And I do like that touch from Endo of him, like, it did beg the question of like, okay, how does she go 25 years with like being a robot, basically, like, or not 25
Oh,
years
she
because
was-
she wasn't always like that, but
I thought she was
Right.
27.
She is.
oh, she's 27. Okay,
Yeah.
well,
27.
well,
That
okay,
was, like,
so
a
like
whole
from the
thing.
time she was like, let's say a teenager, because like in flashback she's always like really like lively with Yuri, but like basically anytime she's been like an adult, she's been like super like distant and like despondent. So like that's a good explanation, like going back all the way to chapter 2 when we first introduced to her, where she's just like, how she is in this flashback where she's just like, I don't want to talk to them, and she's kind of got like that distant look in her eyes and like that sort of stuff. So it's good that Endo's making a callback to that, because I don't know, sometimes I think like he like forgets, or just like, it's just like a common mangaka problem where just like, there are these like plot beats or like character beats that just kind of like get buried in all the chapters. But
Yeah.
yeah,
They also made a
It
callback
happens.
to like the cooking scene, or
Oh yeah. Yor said that. Oh yeah, I still owe you, Camila, for teaching me how to cook stuff.
oh yeah,
I love
Cute-
Yor's silly, like blushy face, and her mouth is just like wide open.
that,
She
the
looks
part
so
where like her head's
goofy.
exploding.
Yeah, she looks
Yeah.
so goofy.
Yeah.
I fucking love how ridiculous that face is.
Like, oh
have
shit,
to
oh
to
give
the
her
shit,
thought
oh
of
shit.
giving Lloyd a kiss.
Yeah.
No, I think Anya has rubbed off on her with these faces.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
She's
and
so
that-
much more expressive than she used to be, or like
That's
she didn't
true.
really show it before. Now she feels comfortable enough to go all red faced and like explode practically,
right.
and then almost faint. And then, oh my god, Lloyd comes in and like catches her.
Lloyd
Oh my
catches
god.
her, and she doesn't kick him in the face this time.
She
She
just
avoids
backwards
it.
out of his arms.
Right, that's actually really good.
That's improvement, yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Instead
great
she does a
improvement,
pop-
because now we don't get Chin Monster again.
Instead, she does a Pokemon.
Well, she did hit her head on the floor, so she might have a little monster on top, like a,
No,
like a
I
bump,
mean, yeah,
Little
she hurts
bump
herself
on
in
her head.
confusion.
bump monster. Yeah.
Wait, guys, there's another Twitter account called How Many Days Since TwiYor Has Ever Kissed?
Oh,
Which has
what are
been
we at?
0?
What are we at?
Or like, oh wait, no.
1,484.
My God,
1,484.
That is over 3 years now.
That's 3.5 years.
how long is
Oh,
this gonna go?
Lord.
No, that's okay. I know that's about 3.5 years. Yep.
Yep.
Damn.
Also,
Well-
man, love to see how Spy Family is trending. Anya and Lloyd are also trending right now. Love
Why?
to see it.
Because it's ridiculously popular at any time there's a chapter,
No,
no
no,
matter
no,
how
I
big or
mean-
small it is.
No, I mean, but why is Anya trending? Why isn't Yor trending?
Because
That's
it's
a
Anya.
good-
Yeah,
I
and
don't know.
Lloyd's trending, not your.
See,
Come on.
we will not stand for this your discrimination any further.
No, I
For
mean,
real.
it kind of makes sense that that Lloyd is trending because, well, he did catch her, but Yor should be trending as well. Why the fuck? Why the fuck is Anya hugging the spot this time?
Only thing I can think of is that last panel, which, okay, I saw some people were like over analyzing. It's like, Mama and Papa get so noisy when they kissy kiss that they're like, is this the first time that's happened, or has this happened before where like she comes home drunk and like they were just like about to kiss or something? And I'm like, no guys, like you're thinking too hard about it.
I think it's
Oh,
just
those
pointing
poor
back to
fans.
when they had their first like when Yuri came over and they were about to like kiss.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think that was just like a point back to that.
Yeah.
But then that's right, because Anya woke up like, is there a bomb or something? And she fell back asleep because Yuri got like twirled in
found
the
out-
air.
She found
And
out the
then hit
next
the wall.
day
Yeah.
because Yor like kind of mentioned it or thought about it in her mind, saying like,
Right.
"Oh, is he gonna
Oh
kiss me?"
yeah,
So she
that's
saw the whole
right.
thing again. She was like, ah.
I
But
missed
just
all
like-
the excitement.
Right. Just taking out of context, though, that last panel. If you didn't read any of the other chapter, that would be very questionable. Like, it's so noisy. Oh god, you already know the fucking.
The edits. Oh god.
Oh god, the edits.
Ugh.
No.
Can't wait for those.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Was the last chapter that we had Drunk Yor was their date chapter? Was that the last chapter that we saw Drunk Yor?
I think so.
I think so.
Because we didn't see
She
anything
wasn't
in, like,
drunk on the
cruise
boat,
arc.
right?
No, I don't think so.
No, she wasn't. Couldn't get drunk while she was on a big important job after all.
Right.
Someone should make a Twitter account just saying like how many days since last
It's
time Yor got drunk.
Okay, no, we should make a Twitter account of how many days has it been since Yuri got shot. Because we still haven't fucking seen him.
I know. Is he okay?
I forgot about Yuri.
I'm assuming at this point that he's just covering it up, and he's not going to show up until he's fully recovered from the wound shot. At this
Oh
point,
damn!
I'm
He's
just
just
assuming
not gonna
Endo forgot
mention it.
about him.
I swear to God, he forgot about him. There's no
no, I
possible
know
way.
why.
There's no reason why we shouldn't have at least like seen one panel of Yuri just
Ugh.
crying like a baby or something because it hurts. Or, like,
Maybe he gets a
something.
twitch and like because he knows that like there's some TwiYor development.
Oh my
From the chapter, it should have been some kind of like him twitching. He's like, "Oh,
Like,
I
he just
feel
like
the urge."
he like sits up in the hospital or something like that. He's like, Lloyd Forger, just like shouts out or something like that.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh, I wonder, like, could you imagine if Yuri had gone to Lloyd's hospital?
Oh.
Oh,
Why did we not get this and no?
Damn it. I hate everything.
I hate everything. Oh, it's okay. This will keep
This
me.
is bullshit.
No.
This bullshit.
No.
How dare Endo give us this awesome TwiYor chapter? Damn him.
And Yuri is dying.
Right.
Such a
No,
slow
I
burn.
Lloyd, in his infinite can do anything, everything, probably knows that Yuri got shot, which is even funnier because he hasn't said anything about it. Which is so he's just like, fuck that guy.
Oh,
I mean,
no.
why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't
Wow, I
he?
would. Fuck my brother-in-law.
Oh my god.
am I the asshole? To beat up my brother-in-law.
Yeah. Or the Forger family Reddit posts. Am I the asshole?
Am I the asshole?
Half the
Oh,
time the
God.
answer is yes, which is the
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Unless it's your, no, everyone's an asshole.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the chapter.
It was a very cute chapter. I'm very happy just to see Yor and like
I'm happy
fucking
too.
focus on her and on her friends. It's
Right.
great.
Which and it doesn't take much to fill in the gaps.
I know. Like this is such a simple chapter and like it was so fulfilling for I think everyone. Like, oh my god, you didn't even have to do much. You just had them go to the office, go to a restaurant and then go home. You know, had some really funny jokes and pretty great illustrations and it made a great chapter.
Yeah. And like these are the kinds of slice of life chapters that I want. Okay.
Yes.
And this I guess this would be a good time to talk about it too, is like I forgot who had talked about it yesterday. But on the server we were talking about, or maybe it wasn't yesterday, maybe it was this morning, but like I am reluctant to open up Reddit half the time. Just because like half of the posts I see, well, not half the posts, but I've been seeing more lately posts of, like criticizing like the pacing of the manga. and then like you'll have one person who like kind of agrees, and then the rest of the comments are just like burning this dude at the stake because it's like, well, if you don't like this, you should just go read something else or blah blah blah. And it's like it's a slow burn, like you don't know what slow burn is,
blah 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 blah.
and I'm like, slow
How are you
burn?
gonna say you don't know what a slow burn is with like there's girls who've been reading the same shoujo for like 20 years?
I know. What?
Yeah.
Right. That's what
Like
I'm
Sailor
saying.
Moon's
is like
still around doing this.
right.
I mean, it's not
but those
technically.
are that's what I'm saying. It's not a slow burn.
Exactly.
And this isn't a slow burn, or at least it shouldn't be a slow burn. Like this is just because it's like a long story that doesn't mean it has to be slow. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, the thing is that this isn't a slow burn because, well, it's not a well executed slow burn in that sense. If we there, because the point of a slow burn is that you establish things and build upon them, and then when a big moment hits, um, well, it's all the more impactful. But the thing
Right.
is, a lot of the time, we don't even get stuff that um, improves upon or elaborates on. It's just, yeah, you get a cute moment. No, fuck off. Basically,
Yeah.
we get snippets of things that, in the long term, don't add up to anything. So it's not
Right.
what we will call a slow burn. Also, all those people that think, well, if you don't like it, like, my dude, my boy, it's normal. Hell, it's healthy to be critical about the stuff you like.
Right.
You shouldn't just like you know, swear by and pledge your
Accept
alliance
everything.
to a
Exactly.
fandom. You should
Mm-hmm.
read and consume it because what you are getting is fulfilling to you.
Right.
It's okay to not be happy with what you're getting, to be critical, to be like, that's the healthy thing to do.
hmm and
Like, what?
it's like, and the different series, different expectations of what you want out of it. Like yesterday, me and Blue were watching Mashal, and like Mashal has plot points and stuff like that. Yeah, but like that's mainly a series that you watch just to like feel good and laugh, and it's like, like it could literally just be like uh it just turn your brain off and just like enjoy what you're reading, and you don't necessarily care like what the end game is. It's more
It,
about like the journey.
it's
um
it's like One Punch Man.
yeah, One
Like,
Punch Man, I would argue that like One Punch Man does have like a lot of like important plot beats, but yeah, I agree that like most of what you're reading that series for is just to like laugh at the like irony of it and all of that stuff.
yeah,
Yeah, it's got some good jokes in there.
Right.
it's the humor. It's the like, it's the kind of engagement is different because it's the humor that drives a series like Marshall or One Punch Man. Like, there
Right.
is some interesting deconstruction and criticism made in One Punch Man about superhero media and all of that, but you are just there to for the laughs.
Right.
And if you say you are reading Jujutsu Kaisen, you will be in there for the fights, or,
Yep.
well, the conflict. And
Mhm.
yeah, like,
Or
the
you're
fact
there
that
for
people are
Gojo.
I'm there for Gojo.
Yeah, but he's still trapped in that
Dad,
stupid box.
okay,
It's all over my For You page.
yeah, like, yeah,
Send me your For You page.
like, yeah, everyone is gay for
I'll
JoJo.
gladly
We
give
get
it to
it.
you.
But yeah,
yes, yeah,
that's
no,
like,
yeah, you're right. I get it, especially, but like this isn't one of those stories, or at least that's not how it was sold in the beginning. Like there is like this background story going on that was like, it was promised that it was going to be talked about and like incorporated into the story, or at least that was like the main uh assumption going into this manga. Because like, okay, you're like, okay, you get in there and you're like, all right, Lloyd's a spy and like Desmond's doing all this stuff in the background, like we don't know anything about him. And then like we've got like this whole plot about the Stella Stars, like how are we gonna get that? And like all of that's been like so stretched out and thinned out that it's like, okay, you know, we got all of this filler in the meantime, but you know, it's all the plot beats that we want to see we're not seeing, or at least not in a pace that like is fulfilling. You know what I mean? That's what you're talking about with it being fulfilling. So you know, and some people might not see it that way. Some people might see it like this is the perfect pace for this story, and that's perfectly fine. You know, you're welcome to, you know, have your opinions on that. But like from where I am sitting and like my understanding of the story is like there are legitimate complaints, and that's not to say I hate the series or anything like that. I love the series, but
We're still reading it.
Right, exactly. We have a fucking podcast about it. Like if we didn't like it, we wouldn't be talking about it.
Yeah.
But
No, I think the complaints are valid because it's not like anyone's complaining about the characters or the plot. It's that the pacing is very jarring, which I think it's out like you can love a series but hate the way that it's like being paced.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a frustration because we are expecting some of the things that we were promised. Come on, Endo, where is this?
Right.
That's the problem. But well, that's the thing, and people shouldn't be put down because they got expectations from what they were presented, and then are getting cold feet because they are not getting what they were promised. And people shouldn't be criticized for that. It's like you're not wrong for liking it anyways. You're not wrong for not having problems. But people that do have problems aren't wrong for having those problems.
Exactly. Just like those people who don't have any problems with the series, they're perfectly valid in thinking that as well. And you know, this is why I enjoy doing this podcast, is because, you know, we don't all have the same opinions here, and like the people listening to this, we all don't have the same opinions, but I like having a place where we could talk about those opinions and not strangle each other.
Yeah.
You know?
No, it's great. Yeah.
Yeah, unless it's a server, but you know, we do it with love. We strangle each other with love.
Yeah.
We just
All the
like
time I'm
making
just
fun of
watching.
each other.
Right.
I mean, half the time
We
I'm
just like
just
the
watching.
drama. No.
And occasionally
Am I
talking
the
about
drama?
other shit.
I don't think I'm the drama.
I mean, I didn't say that. I like you, Pines. I also like your drama.
Dancing
Drama keeps
pineapples,
things
more
lively.
like drama pineapples.
Drama pineapples. Is it too late to change your name? I know it's been 3 years, but no. But you know, that's you know, that's one thing that I had wanted to talk about, because I don't know, I've been seeing it more lately. But aside from negative stuff, we did. What was I going to say? Oh yes, the theories. We had posted both on our channel and also on Tumblr, asking for various theories that y'all might have concerning Spy Family, and we asked you to share those with us. And you know, we took a few of them. There were more than a few, but I kind of whittled it down to some of the more like compelling ones. And I just got a list here, and I guess, you know, we'll go down the list and talk about it. And then if any of you guys here want to talk about any theories that you might have that you know, have either been cooking on for a while or just like popped into your head, we could do that too. Okay, first theory comes from Chloe Ing. All right, so this one's kind of like less of a theory, but more of like adding on to like an existing theory, I guess. But okay, so Anya. The theory is Anya knew her biological mom. That's part of the theory. Her biological parents were not involved with the experiments at Project Apple or whoever was doing the experiments. They were forcibly taken from Anya, and they were either killed or imprisoned. Okay.
Okay.
Second route is her biological mother is a test subject, or was a test subject, and is either dead or alive. I don't know. What are y'all's opinions on that? Like, do you agree with that, or do you have your own opinion as to like her parents, or like if she has parents?
I mean, the possibilities in what will happen in the manga change dramatically if she's dead or alive. So,
It's hard to really know because we don't really know a lot about it.
Mm-hmm.
There's like so much. There's not that much information about like Anya's pass, which it has me by the throat because I want to know so much more about it, but we haven't learned more about that yet.
Yeah, I want to know how she escaped from the facility. I feel like that's going to be like a major turning point in the story.
So, and that's okay. That's again, I don't consider it a theory, but like that's one thing that I want to know about was whether or not she actually escaped, or was it just that like the facility went down for some reason or another, and then she was just kind of like shuffled into the orphan network. You know what I mean? Like, it might not necessarily that she, or maybe like someone came in and like bailed her out, like
her mom, maybe.
Oh,
ooh,
there we go. I like that. That's a good.
I've had that in my mind.
Well, that's what I want to know. If y'all got anything that you've been sitting on for a while, you know?
I mean, if she bailed out and died in the process, or was captured in the process.
Oh, that's good. I like that. That's a good theory. I don't know. I think of these two that this person is proposing, I would say. Well, you know what? And here's another thing too, Blue. If you recall the moon theory, I want to know. I want to know how the fuck the moon plays into this. Like,
why is she connected to the moon? Like,
she's a werewolf.
So weird.
She's a moon princess.
Werewolf?
She a werewolf.
Where Anya?
Where Anya?
Only she turns into a normal girl without mind reading powers.
She loses
when
her
the
horns
moon goes away.
Every full moon. I don't know.
Or new moon, isn't it? New moon.
New moon. Right. Yeah. Every new moon. I wonder what happens during a full moon.
The moon is gone.
If it changes.
It doesn't seem to. I mean, we would have found out earlier if like she would have had like even more powerful mind reading abilities.
Right. Unless Endo is a piece of shit and then just springs that on us in like 20 chapters, and he's like, "Oh yeah, by the way, this was happening the whole time."
I got a crack theory now.
Yeah. Okay. Go for it.
Oh fuck.
Maybe there's like some evil scientist based on the moon, and that's how they're able to like control. She gets her powers or something, and just turns it on and off.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god. No,
or like
that
is powered by the
oh
moon.
my god.
That reminds me of that.
Is that why?
I mean, they just talked about the moon landing shit.
I was gonna say, is that why the short chapter was about the moon?
No, shut up.
What if?
No, shut up.
The government actually secretly put moon base on the moon all this time.
I don't know
Anya's mom is on the moon!
I don't know if it would be that, if it was like... But I do think, now that you brought that up, I would not be shocked if that was like Endo
Anya's
100
like
chapters from
she's
now.
She's like fucking Vash right now.
Oh my god, she's Vash!
Space child set off into a fucking rocket.
So
she's gonna just spread out wings.
I mean, if we can have mind reading children, we can have a secret moon base and rockets and shit. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying maybe she's a moon baby and like I don't know. Like,
moon baby.
Like, okay,
what kind of Sailor Moon is this?
Yeah, she's a moon princess. She loves being a princess. Let her be a moon princess.
Okay, like literally, Endo could
Sailor
take...
Moon, AO, baby.
See, that's what makes me excited and also pisses me off is the idea that literally Endo could, at the very last second, just like pull the curtain on this and be like, "No, by the way, this was a fantasy manga the entire time, and Anya's from the past, and she was a moon princess," or like some bullshit like that, and I couldn't even be mad because it was like, I mean,
he does like his fantasy. He does like his fantasy stuff.
Because all of his stuff has been fantasy, right?
Except for Tista, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know much about.
I mean, I-Fi wasn't fantasy either, but.
Oh right, that was modern day Japan.
But that was like a one shot. He was like experimenting, so like.
And then it just became his whole life.
Right. He's like, well, fuck, I'm popular.
I'm making money off this, I guess.
So, yeah, as far as Anya's origins go, it's all in the fucking air right now. Like, literally, you could just... He could throw a dart on a board and just be like, let's see, moon... Yeah, okay, fuck it. She loses her powers on the new moon. That's probably what he did. He probably was just like, okay, I need a reason why she can't use her powers. And he's like, boom, throw a dart on the board, moon powers. And
that's probably what happened, yeah.
Yep.
Creators do that sometimes.
How many times has it been a new moon? Because it was
once.
Only it was just during their exams or when she was meeting Desmond.
I think so. No, not even then. She just fell asleep when it was Desmond.
Oh. The fact that like they haven't interacted at all, there's something happens, but it's just
I
like
mean,
she hasn't met him yet.
Oh,
it's
okay.
Person?
So
that's
that's
a drama preserving tool. Like it's like
well,
if they interact, we will get a lot of insight into the plot. So
okay.
That's
That actually
true.
ties into our next theory from Flight of the Chickadee. It says if Anya's Project 007, and this actually ties into what I was talking about in our last podcast. If Anya's Project 007 of Apple, I think Donovan Desmond was one of the failed previous attempts. Let's call him 001.
Interesting.
Because that kind of ties into the theory that I was talking about. I was like, maybe Anya, or maybe like he like was his own, like he was volunteered to be like the first project because he wanted the power to read people's minds, and that's how he got the scars, and it failed. So he's been trying to achieve that through various children over the years.
I mean,
Anya was the one.
But Bond isn't 008. Wasn't Bond or something like that? Yeah, I think Bond was 008 or something, and he can see the future. So maybe
Was he 008?
I think he was 008 or something like that.
Back.
Yeah,
but yeah,
get on that, Sid.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Because if that's the case, maybe we have okay, maybe not to that extreme, but something like Cyborg 009, you know, that each one of the subjects have a different ability.
Yeah, Bond was Subject 8.
Oh.
Okay, you got it before me. That's what I thought. It sounded right. It sounded right, which is very interesting.
Yeah, so, that's it. That's super. I didn't recall that.
So that means like animals and children, like it's all under Project Apple. Then it's like all connected.
That's interesting to me though, because Roski, that actually ties in. That could be possible based on what Pine said. It's because Bond, because we know there were a lot of animals, all right, in Project Apple, but Bond was the only one who got 008, and both Anya and Bond are confirmed to have powers. So maybe the only ones who had powers got numbers. So maybe there are like 1 through 7 or 1 through 6, and they're out there and they all have different powers.
Yeah, I've been wondering about that too. Hope I would prefer that than if they like didn't make it from the experimentation. It was Anya.
I don't know. I
don't know about that one. I mean, the fucked up part is that all of this experimentation is actually in line with the kind of bullshit they were doing in the 60s.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Yeah.
I don't think the scientists know that Bond has powers, though. I think Anya's the only one that knows because she's able to read his mind. So
no, I think what happened was in the bomb arc, the science, like Bond and the other dogs got like offloaded from the lab, and then that's how Keith and his cohort just got them for cheap. So Keith and his cohort didn't know that the animals had powers, but I think whatever scientists created or edited Bond and Friends, they knew that they had powers.
That's what I'm thinking too, because that kind of also ties into like this continuing theory that like Project Apple is still looking for Bond and Anya, because they're apparently they're still operating in the background.
Why else would they not? Why else would they mention that?
Exactly.
Right.
So they're probably still looking for them because they know they have powers.
He escaped, so
looking for them. That's scary. Oh no. Lloyd and Yor just happen to have 2 of the experiments
That's
right
true,
there
too.
in
They
the
have
family.
both of them. Oh my god. That's a great way to get some drama in.
Yeah, protective, Mama and Papa Forger trying to protect their kid and their dog, their family
from scientists, crazy scientists. Love it. Love that shit.
I know we've been wondering about that a lot. It's like, are they ever gonna have to like rescue Anya from being kidnapped by scientists?
Are we gonna make Roski's animation canon? Is that what
Nintendo's
doing? I
fucking
hope so.
Me too.
Roski, you're gonna blow up.
I gotta read things on I have to read fanfics over it because I'm like, I need it in my life. I hope that Endo has this in mind because it would be so great for like TwiYor to like, or Twilight and Yor to like team up together and like save their daughter. I want that so bad.
Like
yes.
That's all I want.
I want that too.
Right.
I want that to be the reason they find out each other's identities.
Yes.
Yes.
That'd be such a good way to do it.
So many high stakes.
Right.
You're like,
Roski,
we can discuss this later.
We're gonna manifest for you, buddy. We're gonna make this happen.
that will be
Yeah. Oh, okay.
that will be a life experience.
It would, and you would have called it. You would have called it like was it 2 years ahead of? Well, no, it would have been longer than that. You would have called it from the very beginning. That would be impressive.
Yeah.
But so this is another theory from Flight of the Chickadee. This one is really interesting, and I don't know if it would actually happen or not. But I like this theory. It says Apple is clearly a biblical reference. So Eden, like Eden Academy, Apple falls out of the garden. And they go on to say, I interpret this in two ways. This could be a subtle foreshadowing. Maybe Anya's telepathy gets revealed and puts her at risk at Eden. Or maybe Lloyd is the atom here, and he inadvertently begins the chain of events by returning Anya to Eden Academy.
Oh wow, this got biblical fast.
Yeah, oh my god.
I mean, it was always biblical. Like the naming were always biblical. Eden, Adam, even garden could be interpreted in the biblical way.
How did I just realize that Eden is a reference to the Bible?
I always thought it was a reference to Edinburgh, but yeah.
No, that's why Eden has an apple for its emblem, because of the apple of knowledge. Well, the fruit of knowledge from the tree of knowledge of good and evil.
But there's no snake, technically.
Oh,
wait,
as
far as we know of.
Desmond's the snake.
Desmond's the goddamn
Desmond
snake.
could be the snake, yeah.
Damn
Crater arc incoming.
Sneaky snake.
Crater arc.
But the thing is, that story is about the fall of man. So if getting knowledge from Desmond means the fall of man,
oh wow.
Well, it does all connect because like Lloyd's whole thing was like, ignorance is sin. Remember that talk? Knowledge, apple.
Oh my god.
It all kind of go. I'm not surprised that Endo wanted to kind of throw in some biblical things in there because he's kind of done that before too, I think.
Yeah.
The Ash.
I mean,
manga,
Tista.
I think.
Right.
Tista gets a lot of biblical references.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, does it? Oh, okay. I've never read it, so I didn't know that. Okay, cool.
Well, God, if if Endo has just been setting this up from the very beginning, I'm just gonna eat my shoe because, like, I don't know,
I'm gonna swallow a whole house.
Bible arc.
Half this shit just seems like it's thrown together, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Endo's
Remember when we were
evil
into that?
mastermind.
What was it? Make the Exorcist fall in love? Like,
yes,
that's more accurate than we thought, I guess.
Right. Let me look down the list. We kind of already said it with this one. Shiloh Elkins, who, thank you, Shiloh. You comment on all of our episodes. Love to see you. This isn't like a huge theory, but it's one that I've had forever. Demetrius is involved with his father's plans. I want this to be true. I'm like, and that's like, I know it. I know, like, he's like some evil mastermind, and he's like orchestrating. Maybe he's the reason why shit's gonna go crazy at Eden. Is because he's working with his dad.
Oh my god, he's the snake?
He's the snake!
He's the snake!
He's the sinner!
He's a sinner! Burn the sinner!
No. Wait. It makes sense. Wait. You know, what is the role of the snake in the story of the Bible?
It's a tempt.
Temptation?
Yeah.
I mean, the snake tempts Eve, so she picks the fruit. And then Adam and Eve get the fruit, so they get knowledge, and God punishes the snake because the snake ended up revealing knowledge God didn't want for the people. So if Demetrius is a snake,
maybe he's like a double agent, or maybe he's
something like that.
Well, that's
So-
okay.
I know we've been throwing around theories about like what if Demetrius. I know, Crow, didn't you mention like offhandedly like, oh, what if Demetrius figures out Lloyd's like the spy or something?
Yeah.
That
What
would
if
be
he
interesting.
is? Yeah. What if like he? And that's what I'm saying is like there is a reason why he hasn't been shown yet. And
Oh,
it's
now
like,
that's what we're saying.
well, no, I've always thought that. I'm
Really?
just like,
I've been just joking that he's just dead. We're just never gonna see.
No,
He's
but
I
dead.
just can't believe that he hasn't been revealed yet.
I've been so
no,
bitter
because
about-
they are being actively secretive about Demetrius.
yeah,
Yeah,
we
I
got
know,
a silhouette
I
of
know.
him, and like
We've
uh,
heard his
I mean,
voice.
oh, we did get his voice. That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
talking
but
to
there's a good
Damien.
chance that might be changed depending
Well,
on what
it
they do with
doesn't
his
matter, but-
character. Because he kind of sounds like a little shitty brat in the anime.
Yeah.
Which is
Well,
really
I
funny.
mean, yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's a
Well-
teenager. I know, but we don't technically know what he's really like.
Okay,
beyond,
so
like, that
let
one
me
thing.
set this theory up, okay? Because this is pretty
Okay.
much my theory. Is all right, Demetrius. I've always thought that like Demetrius is like a genius because Lloyd kind of pointed out that he gets perfect scores at a tough school like Eden, so he's smart. So maybe he puts together that Lloyd is a spy. I don't know, one way or another. But he's loyal to his dad. So he tempts Lloyd with some knowledge concerning his father, whereabouts, whatever, doesn't really matter. Lloyd takes the bait, and because he takes the bait, it clicks in Dimitri's head that yes, he is a spy or something like that. So then he tips off Desmond, and then that's when all this shit just like cascades at Eden, and like that's when shit hits the fan. So
Ooh,
Ooh.
that's what I'm saying.
shit.
And I'm like, I want this to be true, god damn it. But I don't know, I'm giving Endo too much credit, I feel like, in this episode.
Anything can happen, I guess, but who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Oof.
Demetrius could be an experiment throwing that in.
I've thought
Yeah.
about that too.
Really?
Because I wonder, like, is he just super intelligent because he got, like, some special enhancement in his brain even? Which,
Yeah.
Guaranteed that he'd be an Imperial Scholar and whatnot. I don't
Maybe
know.
that's why Melinda hates Desmond.
Ooh, for
Ooh.
experimenting on their son? Or
Yeah.
at least his son?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
There's so
Oh.
much in the air about the Desmond family, it's, like, keeping me up at night, I swear to God.
The fact that everybody else has been revealed except for Demetrius is just very
Sus. It's
suspicious.
so
Very
sus.
Super
Mm.
sus.
It's gonna turn out to be some psychopathic.
I hope so. I need a crazy I need a crazy person in this. Like I need just like a villain. And like I don't
And
think
you want it to
Desmond-
be the teenager?
Yes.
Anya and
Why
Demetrius
not?
face off.
Your
Fighting it out.
He's like, I'm gonna beat this 6-year-old up.
Well, it is
I mean-
interesting that Damien pointed out that, like, he said, like, even Demetrius doesn't beat him up when he mentioned, like, Anya punched him. I'm like, why did you
Mhm.
point out Demetrius specifically?
Well, that's because Big
Because
Brothers
the
are
bar is in
assholes.
house.
Are you saying that from personal experience, Crow?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was
Yes.
the asshole.
Oh, okay. So
I was
you
also a
you
little
beat up your sister out here.
No, I didn't beat her up. I just tortured her. Just like any good Big Brother.
Of
Character
course.
development.
Character.
As the youngest child, I do understand.
Trauma. Are we gonna woo for trauma?
Woo! So, aside from that's pretty much the only theory that I have. Do you guys have any other theories that you want to throw out there now that we're talking about it?
I mean, it's not like a theory. It's just something that I would think would be interesting or be fun.
Mhm.
The fact that I don't know if Anya would be able to like take on any more or develop more powers. It's
That's
probably
a big
not.
one.
It's probably not like possible. I'm sure Endo doesn't have that in mind. But just imagine like your 6-year-old child just suddenly like spits fire from their hands or
Oh
something.
shit!
That'd be a very different. That'd be a very different manga and anime. But I would kind of love the chaos of Anya being able to have super fucking powers, and only Lloyd and Yor could handle her because they're strong enough to.
Maybe. Well, we do
Having
know
a super powered kid, yeah.
Yeah, we do know her powers are getting maybe not stronger, but she is.
It seems like she's
using-
improving them.
Right.
Because she doesn't get those weird nosebleeds like she did in the beginning.
Yeah, she doesn't get overwhelmed at all.
Not
anymore.
as much as she used to, yeah.
Right. And
At
also,
least.
I don't think she doesn't need to. I don't think she needs to see people in order to read their minds. I don't know if that was like originally she had to or not.
No, I think it was just
No.
it had to be in a certain range for her to be able to hear them.
Mm.
Or like, behind closed doors, she could suddenly start hearing their voices coming in, so she knew that they were close by.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
kind of a proximity thing, I guess.
Yeah. But still, like, big crowds don't get to her anymore. Like, especially when she was in the bus. Like, she was freaking out, but that wasn't because of her powers. Like, all the if anything, like, that was impressive that like all these kids are freaking out and she didn't like.
She was
Or-
able to kind of block it out a little bit.
Yeah, did she? Now that I'm thinking
Well,
about it, did she get overwhelmed?
sometimes she's been able to. When she was with Becky, the first day of school, she was able to tune out everyone and enjoy her first day of class with a friend.
Right.
Like they started getting quieter. So I think she just had problems being able to kind of turn it off.
right.
Or
Like,
or
at
maybe
will.
guys on the bus, maybe none of the kids had any thoughts. Brain empty.
Brain empty, fucking
That could
terrified.
also be
thoughts.
possible. Yeah, because like during the cruise arc, even as far back as that, I don't think she was super overwhelmed when she was with like everyone, all the guests and stuff, like during
Yeah.
the shows and dinner and the fireworks show.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know what? There's a little bit of progress there for her.
Yeah.
Or maybe Endo just doesn't care about consistency.
That too. I could also be giving him too much credit.
We're just giving him so much credit this episode.
We are.
Yeah. But that's okay. I guess. Maybe. You get this one, Endo. No more, though. Roski, any theories?
Roski?
No.
Head empty.
Just total silence.
Head empty.
I mean,
Uh.
I've been elaborating on other theories, so
Yeah.
bleh. No, I'm
Nothing you've
just
been
vibing.
hanging on to.
I mean, I'm just vibing at this point because I just know if I build too many expectations, I'm gonna get the rocks swoop under me. So I'm like swept under me. So I'm like, I'm gonna prevent that. The last time I theorized something, it went off the rails real bad. So
Well,
Yeah.
only you're not a real Spy Family fan until you've had your hopes crushed at least once.
So true.
It's true. It's
That's
true. I had all my hopes and dreams crushed after hijacking arc when Lloyd didn't get any character development.
Oh
And I'm
my
still-
god, it put me over
I'm
the edge.
still bitter about that.
Yeah, I'm still bitter
He
about
was
that.
Same,
there
yeah,
the whole
just-
time.
There's
I
a
know,
whole-
or like
And
at
then
least by the end of it, he got there. At the very least, we don't know if he was there the whole time. I don't think he was.
I just need. Oh God. Do we want to talk about this more?
No,
I mean,
no.
it
Let's
was
love
brought
ourselves.
up in the new chapter too.
Briefly,
where
but we
they
don't have to
asked
get into it
George,
anymore.
yeah.
Let's just leave that in the past, please. I think
You're
it's the best.
so bad.
Past trauma. Yeah. No, nothing. but trauma.
PTSD.
PTSD. Yeah.
PTSD gang.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Rise up. Okay. Well,
No, I'm not gonna rise up.
I'm gonna lay down and just
Yeah, I'm just gonna lie down and cry. That's all.
cry. Yeah.
Puddle of
Yeah.
I'm gonna
tears.
stay down for a while. I'm good.
Well,
yeah.
yeah. Any other? I think that kind of wraps it up for us today, guys. Any other things you want to talk about? Oh, there is one thing we did forget to talk about. We didn't talk about the what was it, Volume 11 cover.
I thought we
Well,
meant.
What
oh,
is there
did
to
we
talk
not?
about?
I just
Oh.
said it's
Yeah.
Emil and Ewan, and
It's not Sylvia, and
yeah.
I'm still pissed. So
no
She'll
Sylvia.
probably come next volume.
That's
for
what we
sure.
said like 4
Yeah, but-
volumes ago.
yeah,
Well,
but
Yeah.
I mean, this
hell-
she actually had a chapter.
Where
like
is
a
the MILF?
designated chapter.
Where's the milk?
No, but I mean,
Roski needs her.
did we really got Ewan and Emil that are just there to be Damian's lackeys before the head of the fucking operation? Like, come on.
Well,
The fact that Lloyd got
You
two
know, I
covers.
bet Roski's like that Danganronpa, the one with all the the posters and the giant cutouts of that one character from Danganronpa.
Oh, that guy.
So many Sylvias all over the place and like commissioned art of Sylvia in different outfits and stuff.
Roski can make his own art. He doesn't need to commission art.
Oh, okay, but still, you see my point.
That's okay. We support you, Roski.
We do, and your wife.
Yeah. For all those people listening, Roski bounced out. So we're gonna go ahead and call it here since we've already talked enough for this episode. But thank you, Pines and Sid, for joining us this week. I hope this is not the last week you will be here with us. I hope you are on all the future episodes with us, or as many as you can.
Yay.
Or want to show up to. Maybe we're just like, no, fuck these guys.
No, y'all are chill. I love this. I hope I wasn't awkward or anything, but this
No, more
great.
than us. So
we're just really clunky and embarrassing.
Yeah, I make it sound really good after editing. So
yeah, I guess fairly good.
You
But
really do, Crow.
oh, thank you.
Please come back and
Please
do this again with us. We can't just
Blue
have me.
Blue wants the girls to
Crow,
outnumber
and-
the guys again.
Yeah, please.
Well, you
I
had
need
more. You had more
ladies
people at once.
here.
Was Senpai in here?
Senpai was here.
Yeah, like once or twice.
Yeah, once or twice.
And Jid and Cannibal. I was about to say Senpai again. And Nagi also showed up once. That was fun.
Yeah, she's been here a couple times, but
Yeah.
yes, please.
If you have
talk
time,
with us.
come back next 2 weeks. Hopefully, we'll have a
We'll have a
interesting
chapter.
chapter to talk about.
That's
yeah.
not a short mission. Yes.
Oh, I hope not.
Yeah, but all right. In the meantime, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, everybody at home. And we'll see you all again soon. Bye.
Bye.
Everybody say bye.
Yippee!
Bye.